Hi, it's Jason from Worship Artistry, and I was just working on the Worship Artistry tutorial for Blessed Assurance by Cain. And normally I'm taking 6 electric guitars and dropping them into one part so that one electric guitarist can play all the way through and then teaching through that. Blessed Assurance is kind of unique and different because it's live, there's a single electric guitarist, and it's very loose and free feeling. And so for the Worship Artistry lesson, I took that song and kind of standardized it. I gave a part for each verse, and it was like, just play this, play this, play this, and it all fits. In this video, I want to go beyond just the basic part and give you some ideas on actually adding that artistry to the song that I'm always talking about. So I'm going to show you some basic ideas, kind of the basic chord progression and ways to expand outside of just the worship artistry lesson and even what the player is doing on the record. So let's dive in. First, let me show you the way I actually taught it on worship artistry.
Oh, blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine.
So first, let's look at the chord progression. We're just working between our G, and you can either jump up to the C bar chord, or you can... That's one that the actual player is using, right? Kind of feeling that out. And then just kind of picking these little staccato ideas. Now, the piano player on the song is filling a lot of space, but if you don't have a piano player like that, it affords you a lot of opportunity as long as other people are holding down that main rhythm. I mean, even the guitar on the song isn't really holding rhythm so much as just emphasizing changes. And so it gives us some room. So this is how, here's one approach you could take. I'm going to follow the chords, but I'm just going to bring in some kind of, bluesy, rock kind of chord riffs in between just to link them together. So I get something more like Blessed Assurance. So something like that, right? And so essentially I'm still working the same chords. I'm keeping all my main ideas, but because I don't have, if I don't have a piano playing the whole time, that G gives me an opportunity. And really anything, you have a lot of opportunities there. Right? You're all right in that position. The main thing is you have to walk down to that E minor, right? Once again, kind of knowing about what position your chords are in. Then when you're on this A, kind of gives you some room to play around. Because then you land that cool D7. So you have that. I love throwing in some kind of little riff there, right? Just to kind of fill in that space all the day long. So there, I'm sliding into a G shape, and I don't have to do all that extra stuff, but I can. And I like walking down. So you're just holding on to that C. And then if you want to, helps if I play that right. love that D7 chord. And then you can break into your next section, right? So that's one way to do it. That's more staccato. Another idea would be to just go kind of bigger chords when you're filling in that chorus. And then that one, same thing, kind of going into that breakdown. There's a lot of other stuff happening on the actual recording, but if you're the one that's playing, you kind of have some room. I'm just working between the chords, once again utilizing that G major pentatonic to do most of the work. And it allows you to still kind of make your changes. Just some things to play around there. So the main ideas with it, as you're approaching the song, don't lose your chord shapes. Think about where the other chord shapes are. You know, you can play your G like this. You can play your G like that. You can play more of that shape. You can do more of a triad here. Right? Same thing with your C. Your C can be here, here. Just focus on that section. Kind of did that kind of octave there. If you don't want to stay on quite those high parts, you can. If you want to stay a little softer there, that allows you to do that. E minor. You also have this little kind of playing almost like a B minor chord without that, with the G and E open. And then just little walks between. I love that change, going from that A minor 7 to the D7. But just kind of finding your space within it will actually give you a lot of room to play. Now, as always, anytime that you approach a song, especially with a full band, you need to be aware of what's going on. It's important that you play the role that you are supposed to play. So if the piano is really busy, maybe you do play a little softer and still kind of find some spaces that make sense. You're always looking for in-between parts to fill in, not kind of playing over like crazy, kind of going over the melody and that sort of thing. So that's why we throw in those kind of riffs, because all the day long, stop. This is my story. It's like it kind of gives you some room. This is my story. Just a lot of fun little things you can do with this one. I encourage you to get creative, and if you come up with some other ideas, hit me up. If you're tired of searching the whole internet to look for a decent tutorial, check out worshipartistry.com. We've got over 600 licensed, cohesive song lessons for your whole team. Link is in the description.